Hey everyone, it's Hairyfrankfurt and I'm a mess, so subscribe. So the video you are about to watch was filmed many months ago, and this is a perfect example of why I should edit videos as I film them, because now it is entirely inappropriate to upload a video about making a friend during a pandemic where you aren't allowed to socialize. So, just wanted to let you know I'm not that socially unaware. I am not trying to make friends in the middle of a pandemic where we're being told to quarantine. The quarantine time frame does not overlap with this video, but this video is basically from the beginning of February when we didn't really have any cases of COVID in Australia, so please don't get it twisted. I was not out there mingling with the people in gross ways. This is not how I wanted this to go. Essentially, the premise of this video was my partner said that I should try and make a friend in 14 days. I panicked for about 24 hours and then I decided that's a fucking good idea. Let me try that. And it was like a self-improvement, self-betterment type thing. Spoiler alert, I kind of failed, but I think I'm doing better at it now. So I'm gonna continue to keep this on the forefront of my mind. Here are daily clips of me talking about my attempts to make a friend or friends or learn how to socialize in 14 days. So enjoy this video of me trying to make a friend, learning how to socialize, and all of the panicking and crying and misery and pain and suffering that I went through to do it when it was entirely unnecessary. You win some, you lose some. This is me going through the hardships in social anxiety. Make sure you subscribe if you do like this video, and yeah, okay, enjoy. Well, okay, I'm eating yogurt and it is the 4th of February. Happy 4th of February. It is day one of a challenge to make a friend in 2 weeks. I know that sounds ridiculous because I suck at talking to people. Oh, it makes me cry. I don't know why, but I really suck at talking to people. So today was day one. I'm gonna try and log every day for 14 days, me trying to make a friend. And today I made eye contact with people at the gym. And at one stage, okay, so I didn't realize I was making eye contact with someone. I'm very short-sighted, and when I go to the gym I don't wear my glasses because I don't want to break them. So I was at the gym and I didn't realize I was making eye contact with someone until it was too late and they had walked past, and then I realized that not only was I making eye contact with them, but I was frowning at them and they were smiling. And that's probably not the best way to begin a social interaction, but that was probably the worst that I did today, because then the other times I made eye contact, it was, I don't know, my eyes were glazed over. You know when you like make eye contact with someone and you can see that they're looking at you, and other times you're just making eye contact but neither of you are actually seeing, well, I think they were seeing me. Anyway, I'm really bad at people. So that is diary entry number 1 of 14. See you tomorrow. Also, another thing, I'm taking like tips from people, and one of my friends suggested that I start with hey. Obviously today, hey was way out of the question. There was no way in hell that I was gonna be able to just say hey to someone at the gym. Fuck, I'm so autistic. I'm sorry. Hey was just too difficult. Saying hey to someone in public, I'm gonna cry. Way too hard. I don't know how to make hey sound like casual instead of like, hey, so, you're gonna do this. Like, it always sounds like hey has to come with something else. And because I don't like getting told hey, I don't think hey should come on its own. So I don't know if I should practice on people already wearing headphones so that they can't hear me and then I can hear myself. I'm probably gonna try that actually. Because if they're wearing their headphones, they won't see me saying hey, because hey doesn't make like a word. It's not like hello, you can tell that's a word. So I might try on someone who has headphones on so that they can't hear me, so that if I say it wrong, it doesn't matter. That's a good idea. I think that's a really good idea. Never take my advice. Would that work? I'm gonna try that next time. I need to keep egging myself on. I need to get myself pumped to talk to people who can't hear me. Cool, that's great. Yep, that's the next step. Okay. Day 2 of my challenge, February the 5th. No, just February the 5th. I was gonna be like February the 5th of February, but that doesn't make sense. Wednesday the 5th of February. Little win, I was at work and I opened the door and someone, as I was doing that, I made eye contact with someone and they said hey, and I said hey back. Asterisk, I was facing the wrong way when I got to saying hey back and I was whispering. So then I ran away. Very literally, I know that sounds like I'm making it up, but they said hey, I said hey, and then I walked really quickly and kind of looked in the wrong direction. But I still gave an appropriate response. It's nowhere near small talk though. I'm gonna go to the gym and not wear my headphones and maybe try talking to more people there. It's so fucking hard though. It's so hard. But yeah, right now I'm gonna go have dinner. So, little win. I said hey to someone, kind of. I don't think it counts. Okay, same day, just back from the gym. I literally did everything I set out to do, and I still ended up feeling so down on myself because something about not having people wanting to talk to you makes you think that it's your fault. But I did it. I didn't wear my headphones. I tried to stay off my phone as much as possible, but I was trying to text people to be like, what do I do? And I said hey at people, and I made eye contact and I smiled in a way that I think is how you're supposed to do it, because the response was a smile back. And these sound like such silly and inconsequential things, but this is really hard for me. And no one's gonna, well, I mean, you might believe it, I don't know. I'm gonna try and not get down on myself, but I just wish I knew how to people. I wish it was easy and fun. Like, people make it sound like talking to people is fun. But I did everything I set out to do. I said hey at people to practice how to say hey to people. I didn't wear my headphones, and I smiled a bit. So today was a big win, and I just don't think it was enough. And that sounds so pathetic. It was a big win is what I'm trying to say. It was a big win. It's only day 2 of 14 in my almost 27 years of life where I still haven't learned how to do this. But I've only been trying for 2 days in a row. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Tomorrow's challenge, I'm going for coffee. Okay, so I'm going and getting a wax done by my friend Tia. And then I'm gonna go to the gym. I might go to a different gym and see if people are more sociable there. Because I just think the people at my gym are closed off and they don't want to talk, and that's not a reflection on me, because I know that people at another gym are a little bit more open to communication, so I'm gonna try there. I'm literally wringing my hands. This is something that I do when I get anxious. Seeing a friend to get waxed. I'm gonna go to another gym to see if people are more open and friendly there, and then I'm having coffee with a friend, and I'm gonna make them make me talk to people. I'm gonna make them make me. And I don't care if I fuck up 100 times. I just want to be able to talk to someone. Just be like, hey, love this weather. And I know that's a cliche, small talk, but I just want to be able to try something small talk-y even. Like just something. I'm very glad that I'm documenting this process, because maybe it'll help someone else who has these issues. I'm gonna have protein and go to sleep. Good night. Okay, so it is February the... shit, what's the date? I don't know. It's the next day. I am not going to coffee with the friend because, as you can probably hear, maybe see, it is raining quite heavily and it's not safe for them to ride a motorbike. Totally get it. I don't feel as bad about that being cancelled because I managed to sustain an interaction with the person on the bus. TLDR version, they dropped their bottle, it was loud, it was metal, and said sorry, and I was like, I'll get it. Picked it up for her, and then when I handed it back to her, instead of saying thank you, she said sorry, and I was like, don't apologize, unless you did it on purpose. Then say sorry. And then we both laughed. So I think that was successful. And then there was no way of sustaining the conversation beyond that, but I did sustain the conversation beyond that's okay. You know, like I did at the joke. So there's that. And I went and got my underarms sugared and my legs waxed and my nails cut. My nail fell off. It's been quite the day. And I went to the gym. I went to the other gym. It was really busy though. People weren't really talking. I don't know why it was so busy because I went at like 10 or 11, but it was busy. I didn't have my headphones in. I almost made conversation. I made smiles and eye contact lots. So that's a win. I'm trying to keep these all in memories so that I can remember them for my own personal growth, I guess. I also texted someone in being like, have you got any public events going? And so I opened the communication to get more communication. So I'm doing all the right things. I'm doing well. This is good. Fucked if I know what I'm gonna do for tomorrow though. Oh no, tomorrow I'm going to the gym with a friend, and maybe also I don't know how I cut my hand. Just random things that I'm adding in here. I'm going to the gym with a friend after work, and I'm maybe going to talk to someone else at the gym while she's with me. I'll just be like, hey, what should I say? Who should I say it to? And then go straight up to them and say the thing so that it's like a dare, because that feels less intimidating. That's my update for today, and I'll update you tomorrow. Quickest of updates, ignore the whatever the hell that is. This is Saturday. I'm making this for yesterday, which was Friday. Went to the gym with a friend. I think I tried small talk with some people at the gym because they were struggling with getting weights off their deadlifting bar, and I pointed to a thing that you can use to do it, and then apparently it was the same people upstairs, but I was talking to my friend and I was standing near them, so it's kind of like I was shouting over them, so I apologize. Just little things. Really lame. Also tried small talk at work with, we call stores sometimes, and I tried small talk with one of the staff members and it didn't really work. I did it at the wrong time. So there's that, but I'm trying. And then today my friend has challenged me to make small talk with a customer on the phone. So if I'm on the phones, I will try and make small talk with just a complete fucking stranger. It's 8 hours and I'm hoping to do it once. Might take 50 calls and I might do it once, but we'll see. So that was the update for yesterday and I'll let you know how I go tonight. Okay, so this is the real raw me. I've got a glycolic mask on, I'm in my pajamas, and I just wanted to give you a quick update because today I had work and it sucked. But that's why it's work and not play. I managed to kind of do the small talk thing with a customer. We're waiting for them to get an email from me and they said it hasn't come through yet, and I said, well, I think they commented that it was the computer, and I said, well, with Australian internet as well, and we had a bit of a chuckle. They had a name that could be like shortened, like Catherine can become Kate, that sort of a name, and so the email was one version of their name and not another, but the email on their order was another, and I was like, well, with a name like that, ha 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 ha. So it kind of worked, but it was, I don't know, not the most painless. It was easy to do, but I don't think it would have sustained a conversation, but that's okay because tomorrow I'm seeing a friend. We're going to Netherworld, which is like a pub thing in Brisbane with video games, kind of cool. They've never been and I'm gonna try and talk to people there. Don't think it's gonna work. It's also a room full of nerds. Really don't think it's gonna work, but I'm gonna shoot my shot, as they say. So, day, whatever the fuck this is, done. It's Saturday the 8th, by the way. Hey, okay, so it is Monday the 10th of Feb. I think I should be almost halfway through this challenge. Yesterday I failed completely because the friend that I was gonna see, I bailed on, which is so typical of my regular pattern of behavior. It was raining. And that was a good enough excuse for me to be like, hey, let's do it next week instead. Which would be outside the challenge. No, maybe not. But what I did instead is actually fucking nothing. I didn't talk to anyone. I don't think I had any meaningless interactions at all. So there's that. Oops. Today, I don't know. I'll think of something and I'll let you know what I do today because I still need to do something to talk to people because I don't know how the fuck to do it. I also need to change something because I said that I could go to something and I totally can't. Fuck. Okay, so Monday the 10th of February. Sorry for the street traffic, it was hot, I needed it open. I did my thing. I needed to go to the grocery store. It wasn't that desperate, but I had the stroke of courage to go and talk to someone in the queue because it is now peak hour and well, look, because I was in the mood to talk to, well, it wasn't that I was in the mood to talk to people, but I had the courage. I got in the elevator and there were 3 other people in there, so I said, wow, peak hour in the elevator. It was nowhere near as smooth as that. It was kind of more like peak hour in the elevator, which, I mean, hang on. It was more like peak hour in the elevator, which is like how I normally speak to people because I don't want to be heard. One guy who was facing directly opposite me was like, yeah, and nodded and smiled at me, and the girl next to me kind of giggled a little bit, and then the other guy didn't hear me because he had his headphones on. But I think that was a successful thing. And then when I got to the shops, I was at the deli and I kind of couldn't get my words out because I was really nervous. Not to talk to her, but for the whole purpose of the trip was to talk to someone in the queue. And so I went to the deli and I was like, can I get, and I was tapping on the glass and then I said 1 kilo of the chicken breast. And then she's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, I don't know why I choked on that. And she kind of giggled. So again, that was small talk. I would not have otherwise said, don't know why I choked on that, or I don't know why that was so hard to say, but I kind of choked on it. And I wouldn't have commented on it. I would have just let it slide. And then I get into the queue and I was going to ask the question and I'm standing there and the whole thing I was getting in my head and I was like, just say, God, I hate how often I'm here. But if they don't hear you and that's all you say, then it's not a conversation. So I made a point to look at the basket in front of me and I noticed that there was something I could talk about. This person had Slendia, which is like a low carb pasta, but it was a meal replacement, and I was gonna ask them about it. And I was like doing this and I was working up the courage. I was working up the courage so hard to say it. And I kind of went, hey, quick question. And they ignored me. Hello, darkness, my old friend. and then I was stuck in a queue and I didn't check my phone, which is really good. I think I commented on him not answering, and then I think he got called, like the queue moved along. So I think that was okay, and I'm good enough to know that one, I tried, and that's like better than I could say of before this challenge, and two, he might not have heard me. Like, very realistically, might have not heard me, might have not been listening to the things in the room to hear me. Like, you know, when you're out in your own world, you don't notice people talking to you. Like, it so totally could have been that. It also could have been that he heard me say it but didn't know it was directed at him, or he just ignored me on purpose because he didn't want to talk. And that's okay too. That doesn't have to reflect on me. And that's like a massive leap as well, I think. And I'm gonna remember that tomorrow when I don't know what my challenge is gonna be. I'm going somewhere that I've never been to before, so I might ask the people at the train station if they have a direct route there. We'll see if that works. I don't know. Okay, quick update because I didn't really do anything today. I went to the gym and saw that one PT that I know, but we didn't really get the chance to make eye contact, so I didn't get to try to smile. Normally I'm pretty good with him because I am familiar with him and we have spoken, because I'm an idiot and said something to him ages ago and didn't realize that he was a PT. So anyway, what I did do was I had an SRC meeting and I went all the way there. I didn't ask the train staff what their suggestions would be, and then I got there and I met up with someone beforehand. I don't know, I didn't really have anything to say, so I didn't really say anything, and then we got into the meeting and someone asked me how I've been and I was like, how do you answer that question? So I didn't really answer that question, and then they asked me about my mom and I just laughed, and then I just spat alcoholism facts at them. But it was kind of like something that made sense because they had alcoholism facts that they could share with me, and they were kind of aware of alcoholism related issues. And then everyone was talking about Doctor Who. No, this was beforehand. Everyone was talking about Doctor Who, and I don't know Doctor Who, and I didn't really have anything that I wanted to say, so I just kind of stared directly in front of me at fucking nothing and picked my nails off because social interactions apparently give me anxiety. And I'm still picking my nails off because now that I've started, I just can't stop. They're like Pringles. Once you start, you just can't stop. That was anxiety provoking. And then I was anxious because I hadn't eaten. So when I got home, I ate food, which, round of applause, go me. So not the most successful day at all, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna get waxed. So I'm gonna ask my friend if she can invite me to a thing, if she's going to a thing. I don't think she goes to things. She probably goes to things because like fucking everyone has friends. Yeah, another thing that I did today that I think was a good thing was I reached out to a friend. That's today's update. Tuesday the 11th of February. That's my update, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, so quick update before I head off to see my aunt and uncle because I'm so popular now. I'm just flooded with social invitations. Sorry, that was a joke. It was meant to be funny and then I laughed at it, which ruins any humor in the joke itself. But yes, I'm hanging out with my aunt and uncle tonight and I'm going to practice small talk without alcohol. We'll see how it goes. There might be alcohol. Liquid courage. It is the 12th. It's Wednesday the 12th. Wednesday the 12th, I think. I have spoken to I've spoken to 2 friends on the internet, and I know that sounds like, oh my god, you spoke to people on the internet, but like I'm putting out the intention to hang out with people. I've got something booked for Tuesday and Wednesday next week, which I think is outside of the bounds of the challenge, but this challenge was just to force me out of my comfort zone to do more things, and if I did things in the 14 days or not wasn't really the point, I don't think. So I'm gonna go spend time with family tonight because they always kind of build me up a lot, which is really nice and not something I get very often. And then Tuesday and Wednesday I'm hanging out with friends next week, and I might hang out with the friend on Monday, and I'm going to a thing the Sunday after. I'm just trying to do more things. I'm not really doing any extravagant thing today, but that's my update for today, and I think that that's okay, and that's a good thing. Happy Valentine's Day for whenever it is, Friday. Okay, bye. Okay, so update whatever the hell we're up to. It is Thursday the 13th of February. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Today I didn't do anything social. I still haven't been to the gym yet. I had work today. But I did book to see Daniel Sloss when he comes to Brisbane. with 2 people from work, so there'll be socializing happening then. It's not until April, but I figured that's still something that still counts. And I'm talking to people about things at work as well. Well, not at work, but on lunch. I'm trying to be more engaged. I don't know, I'm trying. It's also fucking humid, so I'm dripping in sweat. So today was kind of like a chill day, and then it's a chill day because I've planned things. So that was a nice step. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm gonna do. Today I don't know what I'm gonna try and do. Yesterday, I can't remember if I did anything. Yeah, really boring. Cool. I'm failing, but I don't know. I guess it's something still. Okay, home from work on Valentine's Day. Once again, I'm melting and I'm wearing another singlet because I have like 9 of these. Today's update, I didn't actually think I would have one, but it turns out I managed to have small talk with one of the people that I work with. Not that I work with, but that I work at the same company with. So they work in a different department, and I was going on a 15-minute break, and I was going for a walk, and they were having their lunch, so I sat down and we had a chat. And we just had a chat, and there was no awkwardness, there was no weird jokes, but I did that the last time I spoke to them. Very weird jokes, dumb jokes, stupid jokes. Shouldn't have done it. But yeah, I managed to hold my own in a conversation with them that didn't really derail too hard. So it did well. It was a good conversation. And I left saying that I enjoy their talking and we should do it more. That sounds far dumber than it was in real life, but that's the update for today. I'm gonna have to find out when this challenge actually started and tell you how many more days are left when I talk to you tomorrow, probably. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, so it is Sunday the 16th of February. I think this is the last day of the challenge, and I'm in my pajamas, so I do apologize for that. But the last thing I wanted to say, I didn't do anything yesterday. No, I didn't. There was nothing remarkable about yesterday, so just ignore yesterday. Say it was a rest day from the challenge. I don't know. Today though, I went and did City Cycle, and I was totally clueless as to how to do it, how to pay for it, the whole thing. And there were people nearby, and they helped us. And they helped us because I asked them, hey, have you done this before? Are we doing this right? Do you have to do anything for the refund? Yeah, I had questions I wanted to know. So I asked them, complete strangers. And I was with the person that actually challenged me to do this 14-day thing of like make a friend. And they didn't start the conversation first. I did. Well, I mean, technically the other party, the strangers, started it first, but I don't think my friend heard them, so they didn't continue the conversation. But I did, because I asked questions. And I'm very proud of myself for that, so I think that is how I'm gonna sum up the entire challenge. So yay, go me. Also, I got totally fucked up on the bike. You probably can't see it. It feels way worse than it looks, and it's like another one of those pathetic things, and I'm like, this should look more painful, because it is. I have splinters in my hand that I can't get out because they're like dust. I have cuts. Anyway, not relevant to this video. Okay. Well, that was me trying to make a friend in 14 days, and I only succeeded because I went bike riding with my partner and was the person to ask a question because I failed at putting the bike back. Isn't that cute? Isn't that fun? If you liked this video, then subscribe, because it's me and you'll see more of me if you subscribe. It's just a known fact. You will see me in the next video, which is one of these, so make sure you click that, and one of these other faces will be to subscribe to this channel, which you should do if you did like this video, so that you see me more often. Okay, bye!